Hello and welcome to Obduction. This game was released several weeks ago actually, but haven't gotten around to recording it till now because of various reasons. So yeah, let's just get right on to it. New game, given cabin 856. And free roam with no character shadow. First thing, before we even get started, I want to point out that if you think that your video is lagging or something because of how bad the videos looks or that sort of stuff, or if it lags at some point, that's not you, that's me. This game is very laggy and takes a lot of CPU power to run, and so yeah, that's an issue on my end, not yours. Second of all, I need to make sure subtitles are on. General subtitles on. So, yeah, the graphics are really good with high graphics settings, however, I will not be able to record in those graphic settings, and I will be right back. I need to resize the window. Okay, so, without further ado, let's actually get on with the story.
We all lost everything. Everything but our stories. And they shouldn't be forgotten. I was 3. It was April of 1983. Cecil, it was 1870 for you. Sam and Vera, you tell it like it was yesterday, but it's been 62 years since you saw that blast of light. Light. That's where all of our new stories began. It streaked across the sky, mesmerizing, but unnerving. Even in daylight, Joseph, you said it was gloriously bright. But in the twilight, it was spellbinding. Whether it was in the deep woods like Cecil or right outside town like Jane and Jenny, we were drawn to see more. You all remember, there was no turning away. It advanced, almost like purposefully, spinning slowly until, well, it found us, each of us. We should tell these stories because it saved us, and there must be.
And the world around us dissolves. And yes, this is very laggy in terms of video, because this game is very laggy. And we rematerialize here, wherever here is. Here's a crack in the universe, or the wall. And now that that's done, I'm gonna turn off subtitles. Actually, no, I'm not. Subtitles are very laggy, but I actually do need them for a bit. Here's a lamp. We can look at the lamp. We can do nothing with the lamp. Basically, we can just exit this area and explore. Rocky cliffs, very different from where we were before. Yeah, by the way, I should mention that this is not blind. I did want to do a blind LP, but it's pretty good that I didn't, because the game doesn't really lend itself to being done very well blind. So there's stuff around. A canyon, a valley of sorts. And then we come across this. Welcome to Hunrath. And there's a button.
Hello, bonjour, ciao, hola, hello, shora, ni hao. Welcome to Hunrath. My name is Joseph. I am the mayor here. You are most probably a bit confused and disoriented. But let me reassure you, everything will be fine. You're not the first to go through this experience. The others who have come before you will help you adjust. Follow the trail to the house with the white picket fence. Fali will meet you there and introduce you to your new life here.
So yeah, that's a thing apparently. So as we leave the canyon, we can see some very strange architecture over here. So let's just do some exploring. He said go to the house, but nobody cares about obeying. We have a weird thing over here. Let's go here. Oh, but it turns out we can't. If you look carefully, you'll see distortions. There's some sort of force field thing. So we can go over here. Open this door. And we can't really do anything but follow this linear path to this weird glowing red rock. Yeah. And I should mention the subtitles are definitely unique. They go off the page, off the screen, off the whatever. It's because this game is well designed. So we can do some exploring, but soon you'll realize that there isn't really many places to go. So let's just go over to this house with the white picket fence. And here's another one of these things, Farley's Community Center.
Hi, I'm Farley. I guess if you're seeing this, then I wasn't able. Just in case. Welcome. But it's probably not safe here. To be blunt, we're getting ready for a battle. I don't know what you'll find. I just thought I should just be cautious with who you trust. CW may be here. I don't know. Just be careful. I've got to go. See you soon. And don't panic. As jarring as this experience is, you really will find Hunter to be a decent price.
So in case you didn't gather, the place that we're actually at is called Hunrath. So we can enter the house, and we can't enter the house. It's locked. And here's this thing that's saying, warning, do not approach anything that looks like that, blah blah blah. Here's a door that will never open. So you'll quickly see that there isn't really anywhere to go. We can just go across here and find a graveyard. And more graves and stuff. And there's more wall, dome weirdness. Same thing over here, can't really do anything. So you'll quickly find that there's only one place to go from here. And that's toward that weird red laser thing in the sky. But first, weird red glowing rock, the sequel. Non-weird glowing red, but still rock. And yeah, welcome to the town. There's a thing here, it's useless. And I should probably mention that you can actually move twice as fast if you press the... Since you can move many different combinations, like I'll show you in the settings. This game is well programmed. There's controls, there's keyboard, there's Xbox controller, there's Steam controller, there's Oculus remote. And the more of these methods you combine, the faster you can move. I just have a regular old keyboard, but still by pressing W and forward, I can move at twice the speed. Which I'll be doing for the majority of this because walking speed is really, really slow. So you'll quickly find that the town has been boarded up by bandits. Note, it may not have actually been boarded up by bandits. But it was boarded up. You can go through here, and then not go through here because there's this weird rock thing in the way. Looks different from the other rock. And then you can go through here, and this really looks different. And then there's just a thing here. So this will probably confuse you. And it will probably confuse you. Here's some cards. Fun fact, when I first got here, I thought that these cards were some sort of code. They aren't. Here's like a thing. Here's another thing, more warnings and stuff. And here's another info thing.
have a healthy, thriving community here, as you can see. Our garden was planted years ago and has supplied plenty of food for many generations. The buildings around town serve multiple purposes, including housing, schooling, and storage. I'm sure you have run across a number of folks already. Many were brought here, like you, and some actually were born here. We all feel we are a part of the whole.
So yeah, that's more backstory. We can go up here, but we'll quickly find that there isn't really much to do in this town. We can climb on these roofs for absolutely no reason, get a better view of things, and look at these terrible graphics because I'm playing this in a very bad resolution because my computer sucks. Anyway, there's a giant planet thing. There's lots of giant planets in the sky. You'll get used to that. Anyway, in here, there's a weird tree thing. The tree.
This is the tree. It has been here in Hunrok for as long as anyone can remember. Its health is intimately tied to everything in our little greenhouse. Our cell we live in, our ecosystem. It has provided many surprises over the years, including some interesting seeds that you will learn more about. Many have postulated, yet we really know very little about its origins. But we do know it should be cherished and protected.
And by seeds, it doesn't mean beetroots and cabbage. Those were the first two foods that I could think of that grew from the ground. Now here's a door that we can't open. Here's a gate that doesn't seem to have a handle. And here's a path that just loops back around. Congratulations, you've explored this area. Let's actually go over here because I forgot to show you guys what was in the mailbox. Because we can actually look in the mailbox and here's a note, which you probably can't read because of the bad graphic settings. Seriously, what is that even supposed to say? I really don't know. Textures. I believe that would be a texture. Yeah, no. That's still illegible. Give me a second. So here's what this place looks on the best graphic settings. Note how laggy it is. Now you may think that they look really bad, but that's just because of my resolution. Let's change this to low, and we're gonna have to change the resolution. It's the only way you'll be able to see it. Sure. No, I know you can't really see all of this. I'm just trying to get you be able to read the note. Okay, here we go. To Caroline, or whoever else might come look. It has been... I still can't read this! Okay, this is barely legible. To Caroline, or whoever else might come back. It has been 5 days and not a soul has turned. I'm starting to... something... you're supposed to be able to read this note. Okay, here we go. I put it in full screen, so you can't actually see the whole note, but it reads, To Caroline, or whoever else might come back. It's been 5 days, and not a soul has returned. I'm inclined to believe that things have not gone well. Yet, surprisingly, I am still alive, and that both supremely perplexes me and gives me some portion of hope. I retreated to my vault for protection, and to contemplate my options. CW. Now, Farley mentioned a CW. Who could this mysterious CW be? I'm going to change my settings back. Now, there is a lot of reading in this game. Chances are I am not going to be setting the graphics custom like this for all of it. No, that's not the right setting. I'm clicking on the arrow and it's moving forwards. Good. What is this even? What is this good design? It's not good design. here's the window size. Yeah, this game, it's a good game, but they could have done a lot more, I think. Okay, that looks right. Okay, so now that we've wasted so long with that, let's head back. I'm probably not going to do that again. Okay, are my graphics actually correct? I think, yeah, I knew it was getting some lag. There we go. Now, you'll, notice that, okay, this leads to nowhere. Just the other side of that place. Now, you'll notice pretty fast that, there's this blue laser here, and there's this whole area here, and it's just screaming, keep out, if you ask me. So let's just, leave that alone, and go over here. Good, I went over here. Thing to point out, there's actually a lot of these, stuff like this. It is actually a backer reward item. If I turn on backer reward display. It's because, this game was funded by Kickstarters, and, I was actually one of them. And, so, I wasn't one of the higher tiered ones, but I still got the game, so that's all that matters. The higher tiered Kickstarters got stuff. For stuff. Yeah. And here's a door that we can't open. For a while, actually. Yeah, the higher tiered Kickstarters, the people who spent more money to get this game going. Yeah. The water looks very still. We can pull this lever, and nothing will happen, because the water is way too still. Anyway, let's see what this thing has to say.
Part of our ecosystem here is our supply of water. It is supplied as a natural process of the system itself, and we don't really understand how. Although the entire system is very closely tied together. The fact that one of the most important necessities of life has been provided to us has led many to believe that this place has a purpose. Others attribute a complex natural process which we one day hope to understand. Either way, we are glad to have all the water we need.
If you ask me, it doesn't look like there's very much of a waterfall here, but that's because there's not really a waterfall there. Also, here's some rocks that'll never move. So, by now we've basically done everything that we can, so, let's, head over here. And you'll see that here's a button. Big red button. Push the big red button. It does nothing. I'm sad, except I'm not really sad, because I know what the big red button does. So here, we can do here, and here's a door, and here's a doorbell.
Lasted long. You should have been. I thought you'd all been. The devil are you? Good Lord, Neville. Now? It's a bad time to be arriving here. You should have listened to me. But I'm going home. Maybe it's good timing for you. You might spend a lot less time in this prison than the rest of us has. Alrighty, maybe it's good timing for me. No more waiting around. I guess I could do it all on my own if I had to, but, well, could speed things up a bit with your help. First off, you should know that this whole place has been battened down for that old Carfin Mofang battle. We gotta get everything unbattened. And I got me a bit of powder here, but I'm gonna need it all. If you can concern yourself with that, get all the power lines on it, I'll be working on my devices.
So that was some beautiful audio-video desync right there. That was the game. So we can pester him more, but he'll just insult us and be like, get off your lazy whatever and start doing stuff. So it has no purpose. So what we can do, you told us to get the power running, in case you didn't hear it, which you probably couldn't because it was very quiet and the subtitles were cut off on the ends. I apologize, that's the game's fault, because this game is well programmed, yeah. So yeah, that sure is a waterfall. So we can pull this lever. And we can go up. And we can go down. And we can go up again. Because I like wasting time. I feel like I have to shout over this waterfall. Now don't ask me how this thing works, but somehow it does. I guess it's like some sort of generator, yeah. Okay, makes sense. Now this leg, on the other hand, here's a door that we won't be able to open until the very end of the game. And here we can go down to this red laser beam thing. It looks pretty weird. And there ain't nothing we can do about it. Because we can do something about it. Just not yet. So we can go up here. And we can just follow this linear path. And we can actually go this way. And that leads to open air. And a thing that we can't cross. And weirdness. And if you go over here, here's a thing. And the waterfall is back. Now, if I hadn't already gone all the achievements, that would have given me the achievement Let It Blow. There are 15 achievements for this game, and I will be showing you how to get them all. Although, pretty much the majority of them, all but like 3, I think, you get normally through just progressing of the gameplay. Anyway, so that's one of the achievements. And so now you'll notice that, because we re-diverted the waterfall, we can no longer go back up here till the very end of the game, when something happens. I'll be getting more into that later, but, right now, let's go kill ourselves with this blue laser. Note, this actually isn't lethal. It does change our vision, though, and produce some weird effects, but aside from that, it does nothing. Which is good, because this is supposed to be a kid's game. No, it's not actually a kid's game. This is definitely rated T. So we can do stuff, like we can push this thing down, and we can pull this lever. Actually, no, I want to pull the other side down first. So if we pull this side down, you'll notice that nothing happens. Keep this in mind, nothing happened. I repeat, nothing happened when that side was pulled down. Now if we pull the other side down, the current pushes on the panel, and physics happens, and it moves this platform. Now that makes sense, and that was some beautiful lag right there. So let's just continue on moseying over this path. By the way, Kickstarter reward items, I won't be pointing out every one. I'll probably run into a few. I don't actually think there's any around here, surprisingly. There might be one or so. But not many, actually. Anyway, they aren't important. They are just like, yeah, Kickstarter item. Oh, this lag. It's pretty horrendous. Ah! Yeah, I apologize for the lag. There's nothing I can do about it. This game likes to lag. It's mainly in this area. The other areas aren't as laggy, but this particular world is very laggy. But here's a button that does nothing, because the power isn't on. But how do we turn on the power? Well, long story short, that'll be a job for next time, because this video is 25.5 minutes long, and, yeah, next time we'll be exploring this and turning the power on, and then seeing where else we'll go. Because I do not want to make the videos too large, because this game is so laggy.